Mind if I put on some music?
I do not.
All right.
I do not. I like this.
Wait for the drop.
I'm sorry, the drop?
What is happening? What? What is this? I can't hear you.
Oh, what is that?
Dude, that's my jam.
Why am I sweating so much?
Because you're feeling it.
Is that a good thing?
Yes!
Make the ground shake. And now, broadcasting from the center of Mormons, Mountains, and Mayhem, in beautiful Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City?
This is Wait for the Drop.
Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Wait for the Drop, the only Salt Lake City-based EDM podcast broadcasting from the center of Mormons, Mountains, and Mayhem. My name is Mike, and I am here to help you rave. And today we will do so with the immense talents of such artists as DeVault, The Grape, Paku, Durant, Alau, Simmons Skinner, Southerner. We even have Christian Nielsen coming in, man. This is gonna be. Well, it's going to be something. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but it's going to be something. It is a pleasure and a privilege to be here as your ambassador of Plur, your focus of reconnaissance for peace, love, understanding, and respect. Finally getting this thing off the ground has been interesting, to say the very least. It is great to be here, great to be talking to a microphone again, great to be... listening to good music, and hopefully to be talking to people. Of course, I mean, if there's ever time to, scream into the void, now would be the time. But I'm not gonna sit on my laurels. I'm not gonna just relax and let what's going on in the world pass me by. No, I'm going to compartmentalize. I'm going to take an hour and a half or so and step away from it, because as long as I have good music to listen to and a safe amount of distractions, that's a good thing. So let's begin. So the format of the show has changed. I don't know how many people are either listening to me right now or maybe listening to the VOD afterwards, but last time I tried this thing, it was prior to the pandemic. It was, 2017, 2018, something like that. So a while ago, right? I got a bit bored, and also, life kind of got in the way, and so I decided to stop for a while, and then I kind of realized something, that I really enjoy EDM, but I don't really know in depth the elements of this incredible art form. So I thought, well, maybe we can change that. Format of the show is going to be, me enjoying a existential and midlife crisis while attempting to be a at-home radio DJ, and hopefully get a couple people to listen with one of my favorite musical styles. We're going to be going into the musicianship, the musicology, the history, the different elements musically that make one genre of EDM different from another, because there's a lot of them. But honestly, if I can do what I can to become a well-informed, capable, genius-level individual when it comes to this stuff, then I'll be happy. And if I can drag a couple of you with me, kicking and screaming, or not, maybe, I'll consider myself, doing a good thing. Just a little hop, a little jump in the right direction. So, the shows are going to be separated by genre. Today we're going to be talking about bass house. because it is a genre that like puts together a lot of the other genres of EDM into one nice little succinct sound pile. We're going to talk about it, but you'll find that Bass House has a lot of different elements from different points of EDM, from like obviously house music with different kind of melodies and that kind of thing. Dubstep with hardcore, like really solid bass rhythms. And we're going to be exploring this genre tonight, and every episode we're going to be exploring a different genre of EDM. We will be inevitably, repeating genres. You can only go through the rotation a couple times, even if it is a music styling that has thousands of genres. Eventually we're going to get through it. But I'm going to do what I can to try and keep it fresh, original, introduce new tracks of both like, classic EDM and upcoming EDM and that kind of thing. And, do what I can to just have a conversation about this really just badass art form. And, discuss the tracks while they're part of the genre, that kind of thing. Take a look at chat and see if anybody has any good ideas about what's up. And then at the end, I will do what I can to try and live mix a set using the track we talked about. And hopefully it'll end up just being like a really nice listening experience where you guys can just relax, chill, and just not worry about something for like an hour, But in doing that, why don't we get to the educational sound part of the show early on. So, like I mentioned before, the genre we're going to be talking about tonight is bass house. It's... I'm never going to stop using that reverb, by the way. Bass house. So, why don't we jump over and let's take a look and see what we can learn about this excellent subgenre of EDM. Bass house. Okay. It's a dynamic subgenre of electronic dance music, EDM, that brings together the rhythmic structures of house music with the powerful bass lines and sound design elements commonly associated with genres like dubstep and bass music. It is distinguished by its infectious grooves, explosive drops, and relentless focus on delivering low-frequency bass impact. Which is kind of like a learned way of saying that you're going to be feeling every track we're going to be listening to tonight, which is going to be nice. Typically incorporate a fusion of house music signature 4 on the floor beat structure, which we will talk about. We will be talking about that because it's very important when it comes to this genre, the subgenre. With gritty bass lines derived from bass music styles, this genre is categorized by its clever use of catchy vocal samples, aggressive synth stabs, and intricate bass patterns that create a compelling, dance floor-friendly sonic experience. The music often builds anticipation through well-crafted build-ups, culminating in high-impact drops that resonate with the audience at clubs and festivals worldwide. That's right. It's very important that when you are anticipating drops that you, of course, wait for the drop.
Wait for the drop.
Yeah. In the evolutionary timeline of electronic music, bass house emerged as a distinct subgenre in the mid-2010s. However, its roots can be traced back to artists who experimented with the blending of house and bass music elements. Among these innovators are AC Slater, Jaws, one of my personal favorites, and F-Word, who played essential roles in shaping and popularizing the sound. The Night Bass label, founded by AC Slater, served as a significant catalyst for the bass house movement, fostering a community of enthusiasts and artists dedicated to pushing the genre's boundaries. So, when you think about the way in which this particular subgenre is pretty recent, less than 20 years old, it isn't like we're dealing with techno or dance or house, which was originally culminating back in the early 80s. Around Detroit, Chicago, and that kind of stuff. Bass house is a relatively young subgenre of EDM that we're going to be exploring today. Now, some of you might be saying, Mike, why start here? Why start in a subgenre that's only about 14 years old? 24? Yeah. And why not just go hardcore? Why don't we just start listening to Tiesto, Robert Miles, Paul Oakenfold? Why don't we just start going with the basics, just electronic music? Why don't we start talking about Kraftwerk and that kind of thing? Well, it's because it's the first show. And as much as I do enjoy the historic personification of EDM and the forefathers of the badass tunes that will slap your face off, I wanted to start with a genre that I've been listening to recently that culminates? I'm not using that word correctly. That includes a mixture of a lot of different genres. And then later on in the show's future, we will be doing deep dives into the original genres like trance, house, dance, pop, that kind of thing. So, why don't we go ahead and jump in? I have a great selection for you guys tonight, and it's going to be a really nice personification of bass house in and of itself, and hopefully not only widen both of our ideas in regards to what this genre has to offer, but might even introduce you to some new artists that you didn't know about before. Why don't we start, shall we? This is Heaven's Gate by Devault and Izzy Kamina. Oh, here we go. I'll see you guys at the end of this one, and we'll talk bass house. Woo! So, what'd you think? Let me see. So that was Heaven's Gates by DeVault and Izzy Kamina. Let's talk a bit about the artist here for a second, shall we? DeVault, Sage DeVault, better known by his stylized surname DeVault, is an American electronic musician. Well, duh. Currently, with over 51,000 followers on Spotify, over 435,000 monthly listeners, doing a lot of stuff working with people all over the world. Has a lot of listeners out of Chicago, Australia, here in the U.S. Lots of really good tracks coming up with the history of this artist. Let's double check on the bio here. Let's see what we can learn. DeVault's journey as a young musician is one worth noting. After official redos for artists such as Rihanna, Black, 70 Shake, DJ Snake, and Sabrina Claudio under his belt, DeVault collaborated with likes of The Bipolar Sunshine, Matt Mason, and Porsches on his debut electronic EP, Stay. Following his debut, DeVault went on to release a string of dark industrial tapes, most notably Diamond, that sounds interesting, featuring the anthemic Heaven's Gate with Izzy Carmina. In 2022, DeVault released the forward-thinking I Will and broke out in the touring scene in 2023, selling out his headline shows in LA and New York, along with performing at Coachella, Electric Forest, and Hard Summer, just to name a few. So DeVault's been a recent heavy hitter when it comes to bass house. Let's double check and let's see what he's up to. So currently pushing, dude, this guy's got 43,000 followers. And this thing, seems to be a, okay guy. Doing what he can, make things work. We're got the Complex, probably some Boiler Room stuff going on. Let's see what kind of tour dates he has popping up, if any. Yeah, just throwing down, doing his thing. So, we're going to jump in a little bit. We're going to talk a little about how this kind of like falls into the bass house genre. So you guys were able to hear how we had that 4 on the floor kind of situation, right? We had that 4 bass, the heavy bass coming in on all 4 beats of the bar, the boom, 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 right? With that, with some good vocals that were popping in. From Madame Carmina, and also some interesting like little synth stabs were popping into it. That's what makes this particular track a bass house track. House music has always had the capability of being able to mix a lot of good rhythm, vocals, synths all at the same time, and have it be a balanced flow that comes into it. And it looks like DeVault has been able to master that when it comes to some of these inaugural tunes that pops up like Heaven's Gate. Like, let's go back just to the middle of it here. So do you guys hear how the bass is hitting on every quarter note? Boom, 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 boom. Now we have like some cymbals and stuff too, but the bass is always on that quarter note coming in. Even when we have hand claps coming in, we have this constant vocal popping up. That's what 4 on the floor means. You have bass notes that are popping in on every quarter note of the bar, making sure that the bass is face forward. It's the thing that's doing a lot of the work. Mix that with some interesting stabs, which we have. Mix that with some rhythms that are off the 1 and the 3, and then put in some really lovely vocals that are pushed through with 8-bar intro, 8-bar pre-chorus or bridge, moving right into like a 32-bar chorus and carrying that over throughout the entire song, and then repeating that process until we get to the breakdown into the outro, and even probably repeating a couple things that pop in when it comes to the main chorus and that kind of stuff. Another artist that does this that we're going to be listening to that is a good bass house is Durant. Why don't we do that? Why don't we listen to Enigma real quick here? This is Enigma by Durant. interesting intros on this song, but you will hear the same bass house feel once the bass starts popping in, with heavy drops and a really good pre-chorus going into the chorus and a breakdown. I'll see you guys on the other side of this one. All right. So that was Enigma by Durant. Let's double check on a couple things and see what we can find. So, Durant. Currently pushing almost 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify currently. Lots of attention coming out of Helsinki, Chicago, Los Angeles, Toronto, and Copenhagen, Denmark. Dominic Adolfo Diaz from Venezuela, Cabimas Zulia, the producer-DJ known as Durant, has emerged as an EDM music prodigy from an early age. At the young age of 20, Durant has already achieved notable achievements in his career. Among his most notable milestones in signing contracts with Sony Music Japan and several record labels in Latin America and Europe. His music has transcended geographic barriers, reaching the airwaves in India, Mexico, and Amsterdam, cementing his presence as an international talent. Well, I couldn't agree more. So this kind of harkens back to like what I was talking about before, when it came to like the original description of bass house, especially in a track like this where we have very heavy synth and vocals coming up, and there's like this almost kind of glitch kind of element that comes through. We can hear that right at the beginning of this track. See, already we had like some glitchy elements and some vocals coming in. An excellent intro popping up. And then a few seconds further, we haven't even gotten into the part of this track that makes it bass house. Not the main one anyway, but it's coming with the first drop. Now just listen again how the bass just pops in 4 on the floor with this style. Isn't that interesting? I mean, like how we can play with the, I guess like the way to think about it would be like the different kind of elements that come up into it. The bass house isn't necessarily 4 on the floor right in the first bar. But regardless of how it gets there, you're always going to have a very powerful, prominent bass line that's going to be 4 on the floor, kind of overpowering the other percussive elements, but standing aside with the different synth and vocals that come in. It doesn't matter how it gets there though. You'll have tracks that pop in with it in the first bar. But something like this, where we have a solid intro, a pre-chorus, and then just a lot of really like upfront bass and glitch hitting forth, it's still bass house, but it always returns to that element, which I find really interesting. So, now that we've dug into it for a couple tracks, why don't we take a step back and deal with an artist that plays with bass house, but doesn't even, how can I put this? Doesn't ever take the gas, like all gas, no brakes on it. Let's listen to some Christian Nielsen. This is Family by Christian Nielsen. Right out of the gate, you'll see where this is called bass house. Nod your head a little bit. I'll see you guys at the end of this one.
friends, we family, so we're a little different when we come together.
So, that was Family by Christian Nielsen. Right up in your face with the bass coming up. And just doing that hardcore, like, teeth jittering, like 4 on the floor action popping up on it. Let's double check and see what he's been up to. Currently, with over 44, oh wow, not 44. I gotta watch out for those commas. Over 4,000 followers with 39,170 monthly listeners on Spotify, getting a lot of attention across the pond at London, Buenos Aires, and then come back home with Mexico City and Berlin. Danish DJ and producer Christian Nielsen is a rare commodity in the world of house and techno. While other producers might pander to the masses, Nielsen never opts for a novelty approach, instead carving his own successful niche in a constant jostle for dance foreplay. Foreplay. It's because it's like what I... Danish producer Christian Nielsen is an artist who has seemed to come out of nowhere, working in an office by day and developing his musical craft by night. That said, his sound is a classic one, and one which has already made him popular, most notably on Compact, Noir, Play It Down, Kling Klong, and Of Unsound Mind. I mean, you can tell these bios are written by the artist, but so far, it's not bragging if it's true. You know what I mean? So let's dive into this really quickly, because this is like the track we've listened to that is really kind of... It has a simple design, right? It has like this way of being able to just resonate with the bass first, playing with different points of percussion that are a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to deal with, and then just goes right back to its roots. Let's double check on this and see if we can hear it one more time. It's from the beginning. See right off the bat. Boom, 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 boom. See how we have like that fill coming up with different points on the I don't even know what to call that. Not really a tom. There. And only a subtle bass popping up. And then the horns come in. And now we have like this kind of sit back from the boots and pants, kind of the boom. But you know it's going to return to. I mean, this is Bass House. Most importantly, this is Christian Nielsen. Oh, you can already hear it coming in with that fill, right? And then they're going to take a brief pause and then bring in the bass right up front. See? Easy, easy, easy. I mean, like, not easy, right? It's the opposite of easy. But, like, that's what I mean. Once you have an idea of the foundation of a particular genre of EDM, a good artist will not only remain true to that genre, true to that foundation, but they'll also play with it by incorporating different points of rhythm, different vocals, synths, and that kind of thing. And constantly staying on a 4/4 time signature, which is what makes this kind of a very powerful genre in EDM, because it just hits so hard. You can shake your feet very easily to 4/4 time. It's not like we're doing like heavy style or something that incorporates a time signature that, you know, borrows from jazz or something like that, which, you know, isn't a bad thing. But when you're dealing with a solid bass section that offers such a heavy foundation, it gives freedom for the artist to play around with different sounds flying about it. Different points of percussion, different kinds of, vocals and synth sounds that pop in. And the difference between this and like glitch or like future bass or, you know, just regular kind of like dubstep or techno or something like that, to go like, you know, to the forefathers of like these subgenres, it's how you play with the bass line and how you play around it. It's very interesting. which is why I wanted to choose this genre for our first episode, because I think bass house kind of encompasses a really good way of being able to see EDM as it's evolved. Why don't we try something else here? We're going to go into a little bit of an older track here. This is the extended mix of Boom by Southerner. Consistent bass house rhythms, but why don't we see what they play with as the track evolves? See you guys in a second. All right. So that was the extended mix of Boom by Southerner. I mean, let's give some credit where credit is due. Interesting. Like, Southerner does not have the hugest following on Spotify. Oh, yeah, I know it might be a little bit weird, but yeah, I use Spotify a lot. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely not the perfect music distribution company for sure, but it's the one I've had the longest and has the biggest library that I can get my hands on, and has all my musical history on it. So I hope it doesn't bother anybody. I know, I might have some Apple heads out there, or I don't know. I grew up like, I didn't grow up, but like I remember having to get stuff off of LimeWire and like Napster and stuff. So I mean, just having an online EDM library at my fingertips is still kind of intimidating. But yeah, I get a lot of my information from Spotify when it comes to new groups, new sounds popping in. I think their algorithm for being able to provide me with daily mixes and stuff has been very helpful in trying to cultivate just a framework for the show and making my life a little bit easier. But, you guys let me know. Maybe I should swear it off. Who knows? Let's see if we can find Southerner here. So you guys are able to see, though, like where we have, like, when it comes to a track like that, especially when it's an extended mix, where the magic comes in, right? So my man's been busy at work, doing his thing. And that's the track we just listened to. Boom. Pushing it up. So let's double check on that a bit. When we get a very heavy bass element popping in like that, a track like Boom does not, hold the brakes on doing the boots and pants situation, right? The boots and pants kind of situation. Now, that kind of rhythm is found in a lot of different genres of techno and a lot of house music as well. But the bass is so up front, dude. It's so crunchy, it's so meaty that pops in. That's also one of the slower songs that we have on the docket tonight. There's a lot of house music that comes in at 127, 128 beats per second. There's even some that come in at at most maybe around 130. Boom sits at around 125, 126. Now, I don't know if it's like a regular situation where you're going to have this heavy bass section popping into a more traditional boots and pants kind of rhythmic kind of flavor. But with an extended mix like this, the way in which you're going to handle that for DJs and for radio and that kind of thing is extending the outro. Now with Bass House, you run the risk of having that extension be a little boring when it's listened to by itself. But that's not what it's for. The tail of a Bass House track, when extended for an edit, isn't for radio or isn't for general listening. It's for the DJ. It's to give them an extra 8 to 16 bars to mix with, so that they can have a little bit of glue with their set. But still, Southerner is exemplifying really based elements with their use of bass house in this particular track. It gets stretched. It's compartmentalized a little bit towards the middle, but then because Southerner does a good job of looking out for DJs when he uses this track, he adds a good 16-bar phrase at the end, and what do you have? Boom, boom, boom. 4 on the floor action mixed with the occasional that comes into it. Very classic, very standard, but a capable DJ would be able to do a lot, even though that may be considered to be so little, right? So, I hope this little bit of education has been helpful. I hope after going through those 5 some odd tracks or so, you guys have a better idea of what bass house is. Some of you might be thinking, well, it just sounds like every other track in EDM that I've listened to in my entire life. But there is a difference. And this is just the first episode. So we're going to do what we can to try and experiment with different genres of music and try and really do what we can to dissect some of them and to see what makes those particular genres tick, you know? But I hope that we've been able to like kind of discover together what makes bass house. Solid, upfront bass hits. The 4 on the floor structure. Supported, never replaced by, but supported by differences in Vox, synth, and different kind of rhythms that pop in that are usually of a lighter timbre, you know, toms and cymbals. You're never going to have like, you know, competing bass tracks in there, and very, very little like glitch or audible effects that take away from the most important part of the track, the bass. And now comes the real fun. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of break. You know, take 5 minutes, stretch out, do this and that. But when we come back, I'm going to try and do what I can to mix a decent bass house set for you live. And we're going to see if this is going to be interesting, embarrassing, or everything in between. Get some water, get some snacks, and I'll see you guys in about, 5 minutes. All right. Behold the magic turntable. Hope everybody had a snack or was able to chill out. Now we're going to try and make some magic here. And get things going. Wish me luck.
where your mouth is. Show me how you get down if you bout this.
I came from the bottom, to the top I go. With the button on the pavements, and I watch your soul. You gonna need prayers, if you're gone can't go. All these haters are stuck me, but the rumors they know, no, 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 no,
time in a faraway land, I heard the gun go click, click, bang. Once upon a time in a faraway land, I heard the gun go click, click, bang. Once upon a time in a faraway land, once upon a time in a faraway land, faraway land, faraway land. Click, 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 bang. What's the time? 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 Click, 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 click. What's the time? 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 Click, click, bang. Once upon a time in a faraway land, I heard the gun go click, click, bang. Once upon a time in a faraway land, I heard the gun go. Once upon a time in a faraway land. Once upon a time in a faraway land. Faraway land. Faraway land. Click, 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 bang. What's the time? 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 Click, click, bang. What's the time? 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 Click, click, bang.
right, gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. Every day and night, that's right, gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. Every day and night, that's right, gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. Every day and night, that's right. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. You know we gon' get it. Every day and night, that's right.
Players never doubt.
Well, there we go. Not bad for a first try, I think. Still need some polishing, still need some stuff going on here and there, but yeah. That is Bass House. I know it's gonna get annoying, I'm just gonna keep doing it. But yeah, I hope that gives you guys a good idea of a wonderful genre of EDM. One that we may be visiting again in the future, but not for a while. We got a lot of genres to go through. But I think that when we think, good God, I believe that the key to being a true EDM snob and being able to differentiate different genres of EDM is going to be based upon how well we know the fundamentals of those genres. And I hope that the tracks that we just played provide you guys with a good example of what to look for. But as all things good and bad can be made, they too must end. So I want to take a second to say thank you to everybody. Whether or not you're able to catch me live, or if you happen to be listening to a VOD, I hope that I was able to take a little bit of your time out of the world and just give you a reason to sit back, relax, and listen to some music, learn a couple things, and enjoy the dulcet undertones of my voice. But don't worry, this is the first of many. New format, new problems, and new points of fun. And we're going to do what we can to keep it going. So thank you once again for all your time. Thanks for listening. And remember to have fun and stay hydrated. See you guys next time. Peace!